So welcome back to another episode of the Chattons on Tour. This particular one from a recent visit we had to Egypt for a week. We'd planned that we were going to have the day in Hurghada and specifically around the Marina complex, which we'd heard great things about. So we got a local taxi from our resort, which was about 45-50 minutes away in a place called Safaga. Our hotel was the Summer Jazz Beach Hotel complex. Which was nice, but that's another story. I can talk to you about that in great length if you want to message me. But this is the Marina complex, some great places to eat and drink. As you can imagine, the weather is always beautiful, crystal clear water, some really luxurious boats, and just a lovely place to visit, to be honest with you. So we decided we were going to just have a walk along the promenade and then find somewhere to eat and drink. And we'd had a couple of recommendations. We'd had one recommendation for a restaurant called Che Guevara, which is right at the end, which you'll see in the video shortly. And then we had another recommendation for the Las Vegas Steakhouse. And you'll see we ended up at the Las Vegas Steakhouse. I have to say, when we drove into Hurghada, the airport and around the airport is fine. Everywhere else, it's as you would probably expect from a Middle Eastern country. Lots of sand, mayhem. You wonder how they survive. There's a lot of people that are in the street and, again, as you would probably expect. But the one thing I will say about Egypt and Egyptian people is that they are very nice people. You will find, however, that if you're in the shops and you're looking to buy anything and you're quite clearly a tourist, they will try and take advantage of you. So you need to be careful. I would always suggest if it's women going, just be careful. If it was 2 women, 3 women, 4 women going, you're going to be prize pickings, to be honest with you, for the guys in the shops, because they're going to be very insistent. Men, probably not so bad, you could probably tell them to, you're not interested. So just be mindful of that. But we're outside here of the Che Guevara restaurant. This is right at the end of the promenade. And this is Colin the camel. No, I don't know if that's his real name or not, but I called him Colin. And would you believe, I thought it was a statue. I turned around and I said, "Oh look, there's a camel," and everyone looked at me like, "Did you not realise there was a camel there then?" But this is the restaurant here from the front view here, and we just carried on walking a little way. Again, I mean, it's a nice walk to the end of the promenade here, and it's well worth doing. I would totally recommend it. This is where we ended up eating. This is the Las Vegas American Steakhouse. There's Ian, there's Woody, and there's Teresa, my wife. So we're sitting here, and again, great views. Fantastic food, I have to say. This was a sizzling rump steak that came out for Ian. I had blue cheeseburger, I think it was. Teresa got the jackpot there because she had a chicken burger, which was absolutely huge. And Woody had some seafood skewers. But as you can see, there wasn't a lot left when I finished. Great value. That's what it's called. So if you want to, or if you're in Hurghada and you want somewhere nice to eat, I would recommend the Las Vegas Steakhouse. Good value as well. I think we paid £22 a couple. Yeah, £22 a couple. That was English money. So Egyptian money is probably about 3 million. I don't know, whatever it is. But anyway. Great value for money, the food, and that was including drinks as well. So it wasn't a lot of money, but I would recommend it. This is me just getting a little bit arty there, just flipping the camera upside down. And now we're walking back towards the beginning of the Marina complex. Again, there's a few little shops. If you go behind those restaurants, there's some, just here, there's some little shops and little bazaars that you can go to. I will say you're pretty much going to find the same stuff in most of the shops you're looking at, so don't expect to find anything unusual, because it's obviously geared towards tourists and what tourists want, so just be mindful of that. Wasn't really a lot of people around on the day that we went, because again, you know, we're beginning of March, so not really holiday season. Well, say holiday season. I would think as you get further on into the year, it gets busier and busier. This is the street just behind the marina. Again, you know, you might or you might not feel comfortable walking down here. Me personally, I wouldn't have an issue with it, but I think if you were a woman or a couple of women, you know, and you'd gone on a sort of a holiday together, you might not want to walk down there, only because you might feel vulnerable. And then we ended up here. We just had a cold drink and a coffee. And this is Sheraton Road. So Sheraton Road is the main place really that you're going to do your shopping if that's what you want. But again, be prepared, because you will be hounded. You know, I'm a big guy. Ian was a big guy, or is a big guy. And then we got the two women with us as well, and they are very insistent. It's very easy to get caught out as well. We got a taxi from the hotel. The taxi driver took us straight to a shop where we were met by some people who then insisted on showing us around Hurghada, obviously for money, until I told him politely that that's not what we want and to politely go away. So just be mindful. They are very, very insistent, and they are obviously geared towards every tourist that goes there to try and extract as much money as possible. But you will get some bargains, but just make sure you barter. Hopefully that's helped you. Would I go to Hurghada again? No. Would I go to Egypt again? Yes. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to continue to see what we're doing on the Chatons on Tour, please, please, please make sure you like, subscribe and follow, because it really helps us. Thanks ever so much.